Side. Welcome to Sonoma Sideshow, recorded at Grim Reaper Studios, located somewhere at the base of the beautiful Blue Mountains in eastern Oregon. I'm your host, Les, the Snowman Canadian. Joining me tonight is the beautiful Wendy Charlene. And tonight we're going to talk about our trip to Palm Springs and how fun that was and the craziness that ensued there. We'll touch real quick on a couple of other topics like strange news and sports. And then we'll do the outro, and we got a special guest we're going to call tonight, right?
Right.
Let's just save it. This is a big deal. So, yeah, should be a fun night. Looking forward to it. Right off the bat, let's talk about our trip. We went to Palm Springs.
Yes.
So we this is our second time. We went last year in October.
Correct. Yep.
We went in October, and then which we loved it. We'd had a good time, and we went with my dad and my stepmother, and had a great time there. But they've been going there for like 35 years.
Well, and this time we had a lot better feel for what to expect and how to do things. So it was. And
this is the feel. Just relaxed. Be yourself. Well, maybe not this jersey, but.
Is that what that is?
The studio's worn, too, so we'll see how far we can get through. But yeah, this is why I'm doing this, because I feel like that. After going there, I just feel like I can be me. Because we also went to the Joshua Tree Music Festival, which we didn't know anything about when we first booked the trip, right?
Right.
And then my dad saw it online somewhere, and he said, let's go to this. And so we did, and it looked like fun, and we had a great time. So, yeah, we go back. We went in October. This time was the first time for us to go in spring. And so everything was in bloom, and we stayed at the Oasis, which was beautiful.
So beautiful.
Very nice.
It was a great stay. Yeah.
What do you call that kind of place? Resort.
Yeah.
Oasis Resort. You know, you rent the houses or condos, and there's like 7 pools, and that was fun and cool. And
it's a timeshare. Very, very fun.
Yes. Lovely, provided by our beautiful folks, K-Dog and Chris Dog. And so we had a great time, though, and we ate at a lot of cool places. We went to, not in any particular order, but the greatest Mexican food I've had in, I can't think of how long. It's been a long time since
That's the best Mexican food I've ever had.
Blue Coyote, and that's downtown Palm Springs, right?
Yep.
Yep, that was delicious. We had Blue Coyote. We had...
And their portions were huge.
Their portions were huge.
Like, whoa.
I had the fajita, and it was...
I had a Mexican salad, but
so
I couldn't even eat half of it because it was so huge.
Yeah, it was delicious, though. And then let's see where else. We ate at...
Margaritaville.
Went to Margaritaville, and we wanted to get into the Come Monday Cafe, but that was closed, so we ate at the other place there, and it was fine. It was, and then we ate at where else?
Other than your dad having a real bad stomach upset.
Oh, somebody.
Yeah, he really.
A little bit of the flu or something. I don't know what it was.
The bathrooms there.
Yeah, well, we won't get the cleaning deposit back, but but then we ate really good.
Tommy Bahamas.
Italian.
The Italian was the first place we ate out, and that Italian was...
Oh, we forgot to cheers.
Was to die for. Cheers, baby.
Oh. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that place was.
I'm not going to even try to say it. Maybe when later you
when
can
I do
capture
the research,
it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't... I should have... Yeah. But it was good. I had lasagna, and it was so good. What'd you have?
Well, we had... Chris and I shared an appetizer, and it was
calamari.
Calamari, thank you. And it was the best calamari I've ever had. It was like top notch.
Really?
Yes. Everything there was so good, though. And they brought the bread out, and I had a glass of wine. It was like
yummy.
Amazing.
Yeah, we had our fair share of drinks. We probably went through a case of beer. Man, that was wild.
You did, but yeah.
That was one night. But let's see. We went to the market on Thursday. And talk about that. That was fun. That was lots of art. What all's there? I mean, it's all the vendors. It's kind of a farmer's market.
It's a farmer's market down. They have a big street fair, and yeah, we went down there and walked through the little vendors. And one cool thing about us visiting there too is our son Blake came and visited from Arizona, so that was great. He got to came and visit us all.
And that's twice now because he's only found far away.
4 hours away.
When we go there, he's 4 hours away. 4 hours away from Peoria, where he lives.
Right.
So it's a way for us, which is much quicker than to get to us, which is 16 hours or whatever. So
like 18 hours.
It's nice to get to see him down there, and he gets to spend a couple days with us and his grandfolks and
grandma, and so that was great. And that night we went to Tommy Bahamas, and we ate outside. Great food, amazing. Then we went and walked through the street fair. Yep. And
it was fun. And that's where we've done what we've done before, and we bought art before.
Yes.
Which I bought this mermaid looking thing back there last year.
Yeah.
And we didn't buy any art.
Chris bought Rachel a art piece from PP's.
That's right.
There
and she got.
It's a Palm Springs poster that she's gonna frame.
But then Chris bought a frog, not a frog, but a.
Oh, so that was later when we went down there, we went to this really cool art gallery.
Oh, that's right. That's
your
right.
Your dad bought you a bracelet. And
well, yeah, I was coming to that. I mean, I didn't come home with any art in a frame, but.
Yeah.
Choo-choo.
Yeah.
Viking. It's he got me this bracelet. It caught me off guard. Actually, I was so surprised, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it."
He has a matching one.
It has a coin. They're slightly different in design.
Yeah.
Mine is represents the hop. So that was real prevalent in the Viking culture in the early days with bartering and whatnot. And it was an important crop because alcohol was an important bartering tool. So his is, I think it is in pine cone for, no, I'm making all that up.
I was like, oh, I didn't read that, but.
No. I love it, though.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Very cool. Very cool place. And also, I'm excited because we're expecting Jupiter.
I forgot the globe.
Yeah, Jupiter.
They have these globes,
we'll
and they
put that on a pod.
They sit on something. Yeah, I will. And it has it moves with the day. I don't know. Is it
when the sun rises, it starts rotating, and when the sun sets, it stops rotating after the sun sets.
It's pretty cool.
They got a moon, and we got Jupiter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very, very cool, and
So lots of good food. Mm-hmm. We went to the music Joshua Tree Music Festival. So we wanted to take in the national park a little more, but we didn't get to it. You know, it's like Thanksgiving when you put a lot of food on your plate and you realize you can't eat it all. We just was like, there's no way. Wendy had to be the designated driver, so it was no fun for her to haul, everybody around. You didn't mind at all, but still, we went to the music festival, took in a couple hours of it, and then headed back. So no paranormal events there with outside of the earth, but there were some paranormal events within the music venue. But that was a really cool venue. And after we get done talking about this, I'm gonna play that video so everybody can see it. It's compiled from my cell phone, and it's not the best footage, but it's some good stuff, and it shows the venue, and it was cool. It was out in the desert, and there was multiple stages, some vendors,
great setup,
some beer. It wasn't it was family friendly but cheeky. So yeah, literally you would see a lot of cheeks. There was a lot of women.
Very free spirit. Very free spirit. Mm-hmm.
But it was all in good taste and fun.
You could
and
wear your shirt or not wear your shirt, and wear
I didn't have anything on. I went naked.
That was weird. That's really weird.
That part was weird. Mm-hmm. But it is, and it's, we didn't know anything about it. We just wanted to go, and we checked into it, and it's heavily sponsored by the LGBTQ community, and so we were like, let's go check it out, and it was really cool. We had a blast out there. It was
fun. Very, very fun people watching there, actually.
Yes. And everybody seemed like to have a good time, and it seemed safe, and this is the wristband that Wendy made me cut off. I didn't want to, but it says Magic Maker. And then they only had a beer and a cider. And it was the same company. The ciders was Two Towns Cider House.
Right, which they had a few different cider flavors, but
yeah. And I don't remember what the beer was.
There was like 3 or 4 beers as well.
But they had this sticker on there. Let's get strange, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, very fitting for.
Yeah. So we had fun there. Again, we hung out at the pool, did a little shopping.
We did a lot at the pool. The pool was a lot of fun.
It was. We all kind of thought, let's just relax.
Mm-hmm.
No paranormal events this time other than, I don't think so. I don't remember anything paranormal besides Kevin's tummy.
Yeah, him and his triplets. Other
Yep.
than that, yeah.
The baby.
Yeah.
And then on our way home to the airport, we met some interesting characters at the bar. Then, we had a few drinks because we were doing the later flight.
Yep.
We end up
Red eye.
getting on the plane, and Wendy and I are on the side with 3 seats. So there's somebody there, a young lady. She had the window. Then it went Wendy and me. And then Wendy started up conversation with this young lady, and she is the lead singer.
Well, let's back up a little bit.
Do it.
So as soon as I sat down, I just felt this really good energy from her. Like, she just felt super kind and sweet, and I just felt like positive energy coming from her. And then she had her headphones on. I was listening to music and stuff, and then we started talking a little bit because I think the flight attendant came around to offer snacks and drinks and stuff. And so her and I started talking, and she couldn't wait to get home to her dog. And I'm like, really? Same with us.
Yeah.
And so then she goes, oh, let me show you a picture of him. So she went through her phone and she found a picture of him. And he was laying, I go, do you play music? Because he was laying up on a studio. It looked like a studio.
A board.
Yes.
With all the boards.
Yeah. And so I'm like, are you a musician? And she said, actually, I am. So then we just kind of striked up this conversation, and she was really cool.
She was super cool. And turns out her name is Molly Sides, S-I-D-E-S, and she is the lead singer of a band called Thunder Pussies, singular, Thunder Pussy.
Yes.
And she did give us this, which I'll get a picture of it up on the. What would she say about that? She wanted to give us something. She goes, this is all I got.
She goes, oh, well, I'll look and see. So she started digging through her bag to see if there's anything in there that she could give us, and stuff. And that's what she pulled out, which is way cool.
So it turns out she's in a fairly successful rock and roll band out of Seattle, and it's all female band, and they rock. They rock. The weird part is my dad had heard of them before because I reached over and asked him, and he said, "Yep, I've heard of them." And
they're out of Seattle.
Yeah, and then my friends in Texas. So we're all in our 50s. I mean, I asked him. Told him about the band, and he's like, oh yeah, me and my brothers, we've all watched them somewhere in Texas. So that was cool. I mean, and she was just a blast.
She was a blast, and she was very, very sweet, and I kind of liked it because after we figured out who she was and I pulled up her playlist, she kind of told me a couple songs that she wrote and the reasoning behind her writing them and stuff, and so it even had more meaning. And so so it was really cool. And her dog Snacks is adorable.
Well, remember what started it, I think, was I was trying to snap, and you and I were going, and she looked over, and she goes, oh, my God, I'm sorry, I looked over at the wrong time. She thought she had jumped into our snap.
Right, ruined our video.
Or at some point during that.
No, she made our video.
Yeah, she did. She was cool, and we had a great time with her. And I asked her, I'm not going to reveal what she said, but I asked her if we could get stage pass. Like, what's the word that we would need to get back there?
We can't tell our word, though, honey.
We're not going to.
Yeah.
But I felt like she was telling us the truth.
Yes.
Probably not, but I felt like she was. She was telling you the truth.
May, we're going to try to go watch her in concert in Seattle. That's what I'm saying. May 2024. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. I believe it's
and then
10-year reunion.
We'll hang out there and try and
we'll give our password and see if we can get back. Meet the band.
Well, it was a successful trip. We had a great time. I'm sure we'll go back again. I like it there a lot. I like the free spirit. I think it's safe. I mean, everywhere's got crime and whatever, but in the areas that we're at, it
feels very safe and very comfortable. Especially this is our second time there, so like driving and getting around, you kind of learn the roads. And
you're always the DD.
What you're doing. I'm the DD. Yep, I'm always the DD, which I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I kind of like to be in control anyway, so
if
I'm behind the wheel, it's a little bit safer.
Behave. Yeah. Well, it was a blast, and I think I'll go ahead and show that film that we did. It's just compiled footage of the event, of the trip, the whole trip, and there's a couple of good interviews. I lost some good ones, but there's a couple good ones in there with K-Dog. He's got some pretty wise things to say, so let's just go ahead and watch that now.
Let's do it.
Play.
fish head and putting it over here so I don't have to look at it.
So Blake, so far, how do you feel about Palm Springs since you've been here?
It's pretty relaxing. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you got a lot of good sleep?
Lots of
Anything
good sleep.
weird happened since you've been here? Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Like what?
The cleaning person pulled up on me while I was smoking weed. That's about it. That was kind of funny.
Well, I can't use that. I'm gonna have to edit that out. We're here with Kevin right before we go into the Joshua Tree Music Festival 2023. What are you expecting to get when you go in here? What are you looking for?
Well, my name's not Kevin. I'm Blake Snowman, Kinnear the Fourth.
That's right.
And so when I get in here, I hope that I see some people that I saw when I was here in this time a long
Previously.
time ago. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll report back here shortly and see how things go.
All right. What's your first impressions of the Joshua Tree Music Festival?
Crazy, very open-minded,
Are you going to be taking your top off?
possibly.
I already have.
Aborto Oriente Casino, Cathedral City.
If you're looking at an enema, on a scale of 1 to 10, the enema's like a 3 and the colonics like an 8.
Exactly.
Chris, how many times have you been here?
Oh, geez. Way more, maybe 30, 35 times.
Whoa.
35
Yeah.
times, good lord. So they have a plaque for you here somewhere?
No.
Okay, dog, I'd like your response on this.
How many times you been here? Move your speaker up.
Well,
On your belly.
Well, move it around, let's test it.
I actually,
Up to your face.
I've actually been
They're
here
hot.
52 times.
And Chris,
Yes.
the weirdest place you and Kevin ever had sex? We never. Actually, that's Snapchat. No pic. How do you like Palm Springs so far, Blake?
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Would you come here again?
Oh, all the time.
How many times have you been here now? Twice?
Love it every time.
Are you looking forward to the Joshua Tree Music Festival?
As much as I can.
And what about UFOs and stuff like that we're probably going to see out
Not
there?
real.
What? What do you mean not real?
Not real.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show. Bye. Okay, so hopefully you guys liked that little collage of videos and photos from our time in Palm Springs.
It was a great time. We
It was
also
fun.
went over to our neighbor's house. We met our neighbors, and we went over to their house. It was Ken, and
His name's Ken.
Yeah,
He was in the Masons. or not Mason. I'm sorry, Masonic or
Elks.
Elks Lodge.
He was in the
and he was
Elks.
a exalted ruler.
Mm-hmm.
And his
Yes,
wife
I-
had been before, and they cooked us a big old
Yeah.
brisket meal. It was
Yep, and
delicious.
They invited us over for dinner, and
Yeah,
it was
we got
very.
matching tattoos. No, not that
Yeah.
part, but it was fun. We
He was
had a
in the
good
military
time.
for many years.
Yep.
They were pretty cool people, so yeah,
They were
that was
cool.
nice of them.
Yeah.
We left all our food with them when we left.
Yeah, what we had left over.
Yeah.
I put a pretty good dent in it. So, anyways, good trip. Looking forward to the next one. We are going to be going to what's our next trip? Alaska.
Cruise.
The cruise. That's right. The Squatch cruise. So we're
Mhm.
looking forward to that. We'll
Yep.
report more on that. So, what else we got? I don't have a whole lot in the odd news other than I did look up a couple of things before we went on vacation. So I'm just going to touch on them real quick, but they just struck me as funny. And one of them was, and of course now I don't have it exactly right here, but let me, okay, here we go. Yeah. Well, now there was that downtime. It's not even near as cool. But residents in Turkey capture a sofa flying in high winds. Now, I know that sounds mundane, but hopefully I can add the video later in editing. But the video, as you can see here, just shows a couch going flying by. And they're in these skyscrapers, and there was this...
How is that even possible?
Well, it must have got picked up off the... I don't know, to be honest, but here it goes. A sofa was spotted flying from the balcony of a 35-story high-rise building in Ankara, Turkey, on Wednesday. A resident captured the moment and said the couch fell into the garden after crashing in nearby buildings. No one was hurt. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we can hear our little ones yelling for us already. Mm-hmm. And so, anyways, I thought that was weird, not that funny, but, I mean, okay, so let's move on to the next one. This one I thought was interesting. Only because we were on the road and traveling. You know those air dryers?
Yeah.
Did you know those can be gross, like not good, put all kinds of bacteria in your hands?
Really?
Yeah,
No.
just so.
Because they feel cleaner than those ones that you
That's what I
pull
thought.
through and dry your.
This is what started the rabbit hole. Was woman's viral TikTok reveals how much bacteria lives in public bathrooms hand dryers, and then it goes on to talk about. She went to 3 different locations and goes on to talk about all the bacteria. And I guess what it matters is if they've cleaned out that air machine. It has to stay clean. If it's not, you're just...
It's blowing dirty air.
Yeah. So
like poop air?
I think so. So you're just... Best thing to do is rinse.
Yeah.
Pinky out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Food for thought. And let's see here. What's the last story? Oh, yeah. This one I thought was a little bizarre. Now, they just released this, even though this happened, and NPR reported on this, but it just happened. It happened in 2020. But German surgeon fired after getting hospital cleaner to assist during amputation. The incident occurred at Mainz University Hospital, which happened in 2020. The hospital's chief executive stated that the surgeon wrongly decided to go ahead with the procedure even though he didn't have the qualified people there, so he grabbed a guy that was cleaning and had him help during the amputation because the client started the patient started moving around, and so he had this guy that was cleaning there come and hold him down. So yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, sports, we don't have much to report in sports other than this. Blake's friend Sean O'Malley, he's going to be fighting for the bantamweight championship, right?
Yep.
Let me see if I can get those stats up here.
In August.
Yeah, against Aljamain Sterling versus O'Malley, bantamweight title fight Saturday, August 19th in Boston. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's really
Blake
cool.
talked a lot about that this weekend.
Good for Sean and his friends and family, and good for Blake because Sean keeps winning, rent keeps going down. I kid. Sean's really good to those guys. So yeah, that's kind of the big sports news. We're looking forward to that. What else? It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
So we came back after our vacation to land on this, so that's why we're staying home. No camping, none of that crazy stuff.
Just thank you for everybody that's served.
Yeah, Memorial
is
Day, you think
serving.
about all the people that
Mhm.
have lost their lives over
Yeah.
the years, and we thank them for that, and we thank the people that have served, including our son and your dad and many other people that we know. Hey, what do we have for dinner tonight?
Oh my goodness.
I just say that because I belched, and
You tasted it? Well, I haven't smelled it yet, so we're good there.
brisket.
Beef brisket.
and
Out of the park. Yeah,
we
you nailed it.
I drop the ball on it all the time, but today I hit it.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely delicious. So, and then, what else we got going? Oh, Squatch Fest, August 11th to 12th. I've talked about it before, but again, August 11th to 12th at Indian Lake in the Cove area camping ground. There'll be at least a couple of us there. Maybe Big Earn, maybe Joe.
Are you guys going to try to call him in?
We're going to try to call him in. We're going to try a bunch of stuff. We're going to tape some peanut butter on Joe, spread it on him, and have him run through.
Nice.
So some things like that. And then one other thing I want to talk about, guy I work with, good guy, his son, who's been getting into music, and I love music. He's been playing guitar. He's only like 15, and this kid has come, he's a natural. So I'm going to post it. I'll put the YouTube page on here, but Music by Micah on YouTube. This kid's, writing his own stuff and playing his own things, and he's self-taught, and it's really cool to watch him grow. So I'll put that up there so you can watch that.
Yeah, I watched that earlier. It was very, very amazing, actually. Mm-hmm.
So before we're about ready to wrap it up, but before we do, let's have our special guest on. Let's call Mr. B. So every night, my wife talks to her. Well, every day you talk to your dad.
Twice a day, yeah.
Multiple times, but she talks to him in the evening, and then you'll hold it up just like this, like right behind, like that.
Okay.
And so, yep, there he
You're
is.
on the line.
You got it. Ed Boatwright, father-in-law, legend, Missouri, Navy vet,
Joplin, Missouri.
appraiser.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Dad?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. What you up to?
Oh, I'm just watching Gunsmoke.
You're pretty routine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
what's on. So
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of that ball game that was on a while ago.
Oh yeah, who was playing?
Boston and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh, who won?
Boston.
Oh, did
2-1.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it! I was going for Arizona just because Blake lives there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Who are you going for?
I didn't care. I just was watching it. Well, I didn't watch the whole game, just the end of it.
Yeah, just the best
The
part.
3 innings. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
It,
Yeah. Did you get you a bite to eat?
It what?
Did you get you a bite to eat?
Yeah, just been snacking,
Yep.
but
Mhm.
that's okay.
Yeah. Well, Les and I'll be out there tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll be out there tomorrow. If you think of anything let me know in the morning when I give you a call.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
All right. You gonna head to bed about 8?
Yeah, about 8. I think
About
so.
8. Yeah. You gonna see if Mike calls?
I'm gonna stay up till 8, but
Yeah.
then a little after 8, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yep.
Uncle Mike.
Yep.
I don't expect him to, but
No.
you never know about him.
You never know. He could. It's hard telling, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, you get you a good night's sleep, and I'll give you a ring in the morning, and Les and I'll be out to see you tomorrow.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right. Love you, Dad.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Absolute legend. I love it.
Same
His
conversation every night.
Every night, and his voice carries so well. He's got a
Yeah.
radio voice, really. So.
He would not have. He'd have been really uncomfortable if he knew he was on here.
Yeah, we did get permission by the time I released this, but
Yeah. He'd let us do anything anyway.
he's a legend. We love him. Okay, well, that's the point of the show where I read the thank yous and goodbyes, and so I'm going to do that, but I want to add one little story. So let me just do this real quick. I want to thank tonight's sponsors and guest hosts, Hot Chick, Wendy K., Bill Murphy's Roofing, Wandering Wizard Concepts, Vertical Jigs and Lures, Liberty Detection Services, DCL Photography, The Shop, DieselFilterKits.com, History Hunter, Firearm Antiquities, and Firearm Antiquities, Metal by MOURA, Pendleton Outfitters, RidgeTop TV, and the JON P. Salter Foundation. That's a wrap. Be good to yourself and each other. Make sure to catch the next episode. Keep your nose clean if it takes both sleeves. We're out of here, but let me just add one thing. May is Mental Health Awareness, and we both know mental health awareness runs deep in our family. And actually, I have a really good friend who lost his son to suicide. And so he stopped by one time, though, shortly after this had happened, and he hadn't played any guitar and was not in a real good space. So it was really cool because he had a great time while he was here, and we did some recording, and the equipment wasn't working right, so I barely got this scratchy recording, but he kind of...
He's an epic guitar player.
He's an epic guitar player. He's a wonderful musician, but keep in mind he was going through this terrible time, and so I talked him into come up and playing, and then so for the outro for mental health awareness, I'm going to go ahead and post up the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and then I'm going to play out a song that I was able to record. We didn't stage it or anything. He just grabbed one of my guitars off the wall and played it. Now the recording itself is not good because of my errors as far as quality, but you can still hear the beauty of what he's playing. So I'm going to bring that up, and then we're just going to walk out to that because it's awesome. And sorry, I should have had that prepped better, but thanks for being on the show with me, babe.
Did the sweatband help?
I'm roasting. I'm roasting.
Well, it looks dead sexy on you.